who or what is behind the current youth culture craze for mixtapes. What appears at the what and the who is Grad Wombish, the undisputed genius of the mixtape underground. This paragon of cut and paste is allowing us, for the first time, into the inner sanctum of an often misunderstood artist. For Action 8 Super News, I'm Rick Wakeman, and this is a special report. Grad Wombish, thanks for joining us here today.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Rick. You know, people ask me, why do I do this? And I mean, if I have to tell you that, then I might as well tell you what to have for breakfast in the morning, or how to multiply fractions. These are things you have to figure out for yourself.
For our viewers who may not be familiar with your mixtapes, is what you're doing important?
Fuck yeah.
We try not to swear in our program. Action 8 News is a family program. Gradley, you don't have a lot of friends out there in the critical establishment. New York Times says Grad Wombish is a charlatan. San Francisco's Weekly Reader calls you a poseur. They say you don't contribute in any meaningful way to the art community or society at large. How do you respond?
Well, what do they know about what's good for the community, Rick? I mean, if you get a truck full of post-structuralist anti-fallopian PhDs with water pistols firing at me, I've got plenty of towels.
Oh! Oh!
What am I taking away? I'm creating. I'm a creator. I put things together and I make new things. It's like giving birth.
Okay, well, let's back off from the criticism for a moment and get back to basics. For the fans, and why not even the detractors, can you show us what it is you do? What goes into your mixed tapes?
Well, it all starts off in me mind, you know? Be it a certain thought or a feeling, or maybe a smell, certain moistness. I continuously set myself up for explorations, musical explorations of the world around us, including that inner world within. You know, that's where it all starts. Then, of course, there's the record store. Sometimes I go because there's a song I just gotta have, but often, every day really, I'll just spend hours waiting for the right piece to hit me. Well, it's hard to explain, a certain feeling I get. I call it a vibe. I'm not afraid to use that word. Every record is a sacred, beautiful thing. Even the bad ones. And I have to fit that record's vibe with whatever tape I'm working on, with the other songs on that tape. And I can't stress this enough, an incredibly difficult, involved process. Not just anyone can do this, okay? I mean, let's just say there's some people out there who claim to be making mixtapes, and I'm creating. You'd have to be daft not to see the difference.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to what you were saying. Could you repeat that? Grad seemed increasingly detached from reality, so we talked to his arch nemesis, mix CD artist Blaine Stephenson. Blaine Stephenson, master of the. I'm sorry. What is that noise?
I'm sorry. That's my personal music system. See, you know how some people like to wear the same clothes all the time, you know, so you recognize them? I like to have my own personal beat. So, like, you hear this beat and like, oh man, that's Blaine's beat. Blaine's coming.
If we could
No,
just
that's
stop
alright.
that.
I'll turn it off. Yeah, I'll turn it off. That's alright.
Your compilations are conceived and created entirely in the digital realm using powerful computers. Mr. Stephenson.
Hey, bro. You can call me Blaine.
Okay, Blaine. What does the compact disc format offer those interested in the mixed tape, but looking for a different platform?
Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. Rick. I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked that, because you know what? Tape is dead. All right, goodbye tape. Bye bye. You know, it's like it's archaic medium. Archaic. It's whack. It's fly. It's biscuit. It's fly biscuit is what we call it. Tape. Look, tape is a fly biscuit medium. You know, like when you leave a biscuit out on the windowsill and it gets all moldy and shit, and the flies come in. It's like woo-wee, woo. That's tape. It's a stinky fly biscuit. I mean, look at this shit. This shit is like, you know, hi, I'm giving you this mixtape. I don't like you anymore. Please have this collection of shitty songs that I don't care enough to put on a digital medium for you. Instead, I put it on a tape. You know, it's like, oh, welcome to 1978, where everything sounds like shit. And look at this. It's like, oh, look at that. Oh, would you like to have this for your Christmas tree? That's what it's good for, a Christmas tree. Fuck that shit. We don't need fucking tape. Look, digital is where it's at, man. Here, look at this. CDs. I'm all about CDs, Rick. Pop one of these puppies in my iMac G4. Download all the shit I want off the internet. I mean, we're talking about extremely rare tracks, bro. It is out of control. It is
Hold on with all the terminology. Out of control. So that means it's a bad thing.
No, that's a good thing. Out of control means good.
Oh, a good thing. Continue.
Yeah, out of control is a good thing. There are so many things out there that you don't even know exist, and I download that shit, and I put them on a CD. I give them to all my friends, and now I've got the ladies.
I can see the thrust of your argument. Word has it that the demand for mixed CDs is on the rise. How do you respond?
I have nightmares about these. And you're telling me they sound better. But I'm telling you, in my mind, it's like a drill. It's drilling into my mind. Rick, look at these guys, okay? Who's bigger, okay? They say computers are the future, the next big thing. Well, what does a computer do anyway? It programs and sequences. I've been doing that for years.
Bradley, amidst this intense devotion to your work, some might say obsessive devotion, is there a room in your life for companionship or even love?
You know, they see me so much down at the record store, it's... You know, it's just like the family I never had. There's just so much love. You try and get that from your eMac.
iMac.
Huh?
Well, it's actually called an iMac.
No! I put things together and I make new things.